Okay. But yeah. Mm.
Yeah, sorry, I spent way too much time on site today. Wake up about I don't know. Anyway, I meet up on site with one of my team member around 6:40, 6:50. I wake up about like 5:40, 40ish. Meet him here. Then I don't know. We done a lot of things today. It's a bit tired.
Oh,
Wake-
yes.
wake-
Yeah, you must. Yeah, I'm just review for my final exam. Yeah. Oh, and 2 days ago, I have a very new experience in my life about the cosmetic surgery.
Yep.
Yes. Mm. Yeah, and that is my experience.
What is it about? You want to tell me about it?
Ah, like I have my aunt. Yeah, she just come back from Russia for a few months in Vietnam. I don't know, but he decided to beautify herself, and I just drive her to the beauty salon, one of the quite famous beauty salon in Da Nang, and we have three hour uh, discussing and talking about her face, the one he want to improve her face, and like in the past, my thinking about this industry is very different. But after 3 hour, the receptionist talking with me, yes, I would change my mind a lot. Like I thought that if you do something with your face, or you want to beauty, or you have some beauty surgery, you, like it's really painful and it take a long time to make a decision. But my aunt, at first he just want to because she's old right now. She is 57, is 57 years old. It's not really old, but
Oh, you're on.
she want
Right.
my aunt,
Yep.
yeah, she want to remove the
Winkle?
skin. Yeah,
Oh,
no, it's not
wrinkle.
really a wrinkle, but the fat, like a skin. There's a lot
Right.
of, yeah, in under her eyes, and in like in this and this, yeah, and tattooing her eyebrows and her lipsticks, yeah. But after sitting there for 3 hours, the receptionist convinced her. There's a lot of factors, like also old customer of that salon just do that service, like he had a lot of wrinkles. That you just said, a lot of wrinkle, and before
Yep.
that he said use filler, and when the filler is out of date, it's going down like this. So he do a survey to facelift, like stretch her skin
Yep.
to reduce the wrinkle. Yeah, I think it's really hard because they use some like the thread, and like this. Yeah, just like
Like
this.
you, thread. I think it's called a nano thread, just to like,
Yeah.
yeah, pull
Yes.
back her skin.
Yeah, that's right. And it's have a really modern technology. Like it's just like a spot. You don't have to like it's just a small surgery. Also, like you need to like pull back your skin, but it just lift the spot
Yep.
in yeah, like this. Yeah. Yeah. And he just decided to do that, like make a decision to do that in that morning, and he do it right in the afternoon. Yeah. And I just thought that when do something like do a cosmetic surgery, it's quite a lot of money. But when I see the fee, it's quite cheap. Not just not for me, just for someone who want to do that. Like you have, if you want to hide your nose, I thought it cost about 100, 1 billion, uh, 100 billion. I don't know
100
the number.
million Vietnam dong.
Yes, that's right. 100 million. But right now it just cost 20.
20 mil.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
normally we people instead of saying million, we just call mil, and then thousand. I think is a is similar in Vietnam where I say one k it means 1,000 Vietnam dong. In similar in here we say 1k is a 1k 1,000.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 mil, one
Mhm.
bill, 1 tree, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one milk, one meal. Yeah. Yeah, and that is my experience. It's quite new, and I thought that yeah, there's a
Right.
lot of new thing in here.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Nothing special. No, no, just for me, it's really new for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
like open my
Well,
mind.
I have a different way of looking at cosmetic as well. I don't actually like it. Not because it's going to be painful, but my approach is just like you look after your body by changing your eating habit and then you exercise. When you're doing something like that, force, you kind of force your body to regenerate your body self. If you know what I mean, it regenerates, like have a newer cell, and then it kind of sheds all of the old skin cell away, and then it keep regenerate new skin cell. It kind of keep your body more stronger, and your skin is more elastic in a natural way, not
Mm.
by that way. Does that make
No,
any
but I
sense?
think yeah, but I don't think like doing exercise is reduce like
No, you
make a
like
difference.
you have to look after when you still young and you carry it forward, not start to look after like 50. If let's say for example, if let's say let's took it that way. If a kid, right, break down their bone, let's say about 1 or 2 years old, 1 or 2 years old, only take about like couple of weeks for it to be healed. When you about 18 to 20, maybe about 30, it take like a few months for you to like you have your like praise the bone where you broke it, and then leave it like that for like for a couple of months for it to like regenerate, re-heal,
Yeah.
for the bone to heal, to like heal back again. Seems like when you got to 40, 50, that take ages, sometimes not even heal at all if you do not exercise
Hmm.
and take enough supplement. That what I'm trying to say. So when you get into 50 and you start to, okay, now I'm too old, I'm too fat, like my body is not in that good condition, I'm starting to look after it, already too late. So now the only option you have is to go to cosmetic surgery. But well, in the long run, it's not gonna work out. Because well, let's say if you do cosmetic surgery and then everything else is work out balancedly, it's gonna look natural. Otherwise, if you look into like 50 years old person face, look like it look stretch a lot. It can not so like it stretch, but like you look on her skin, her neck, her elbow, it's not working. It's like it look weird. It look weird. I'm not against it. I'm just saying try to look after yourself by exercise and then eating in the right way. Cosmetic surgery is the last resource. Sometimes it's actually good. Like I don't know, like people have like their lip be in chopped in half due to some accident when you were a kid. Well, cosmetic surgery actually can heal it. I'm not
Hmm.
against it. I'm not. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not against it, but I'm not a big fan of it. It just should be treated at the last resource. Mm.
Yes.
I'm not sure. Should I show you my picture when I was 18, 20? Ugh. I look at myself when I was younger, like supposed to be when you some people thinking that where the age between 18 and then 25, they look the young, they look in their prime, right? But with me, I'm looking myself like myself right now is look way better compared to how it was before. So I see how the picture of me. It's like, oh man, it looks suck. Well, I look,
Really?
yeah,
Oh.
I look skinny. I look black as fuck. What else? Yeah, it's look weird. It's like it look thin. It's not. I don't have all the muscle that I have right now. When I'm wearing clothes, the way that I walk, it look weird. Not look weird. Look natural to me at that time. But when I look it back, nah, mate, not gonna work out. Nah,
Yes.
this look
Anyone
weird.
had to pass. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, so a lot of people at the age of 30, 40, they look not looking after their body, not looking after their health. You look, they deteriorate quite badly. Does that make any sense? Some people at my age, they don't look like me. They look like, they look
Yeah.
sad. Or the other word, sad. I'm just looking at it. Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah. I must say that you look younger than your age. Yes, I quite surprised when I know your age because the
Yep.
email, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you look really young. I don't know, maybe about get through the screen, but I think the screen, yeah, I don't know, but you look younger.
Um. Yeah, at the moment I'm look a bit darker because I've gone to site a lot. It used to be more wider, so now you can see my arm. Not sure where you can see it. I went to site. I started to go to site for like 2, 3 weeks. It looked really, really different. My skin used to look like this. My face used to look like this. Now it's look like this. Funny.
Two color.
Yeah, I have two color. Um, yeah. So when compared to how I look in the past and how I look now, it look completely different. In a way, better. In my body shape now it's look way better compared to when I was like 25. So yeah, so just the right approach is just like do exercise, eat right, look after your body. So
Yeah.
when I talk to other people when they talk about cosmetics, I was just I'm not sure take a. I know I'm gonna annoy the shit out of them, but yeah, just do the thing right because it's gonna clear out a lot of things. It's clear your mind as well. It give you more energy than just like your look, and it's good for your brain as well, good for your health as well, good in a lot of way. Yeah. What else? So, yeah, sorry, I shouldn't blast it off after you have a good experience with what you have today. Okay.
No.
How much did you actually spend? How much did your auntie spend at cosmetic surgery? And then how was she before and after? How is she before and after?
Uh, like
What do you
it's
think?
I think uh yeah, for me it's quite a big money. It's about 41 milk.
Oh, well, I'm assuming they're gonna be include facelift, eyebrow done, eyelid. I don't know. I'm not sure what the right word for like.
Remove their skin under the eyes.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Re-tattoo the lip.
yeah, that should leave. Yeah,
Yeah, it's reasonable cost. Not that expensive. Yeah,
yes,
it's reasonable.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's quite cheap to compare with someone else, but
It's
mm, it's,
reasonable.
but
You
I
say
think
it's
yeah,
reasonable.
reasonable with the because it's a really famous beauty salon. Yeah, have a lot
Mm,
of branch in Vietnam, maybe 16, yeah, 16, yes, very
mm,
famous. And when I like when I sitting and hearing the receptionist talk about the result, yeah, and I thought, oh, you will be look younger, but after the surgery, um, last night I just see her and it's a little bit scary because just finished the surgery, so like everything look uh unnatural. Yeah,
it
it's
take.
look
I think it's gonna take at least 4 weeks for her to like heal it up and then shed all of the dead skin away for her to
oh
look
oh
good. Yeah, basically when you have your eyebrows done, it's gonna take about 3 to 4 weeks for it to be healed. Otherwise, after you have your eyebrow tattoo, you call tattoo, it's like it look swollen. Yeah, it looks swollen. It look like a fucking witch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take at least four
But
weeks. It'll take at least 4 weeks to
mm,
your for your face to heal up properly.
oh, not really, because I don't know, but the receptionist said us that they do a really modern technology and it's only take 3 to 5 days to your
Healed
face
up?
become normal. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think, oh, um, like doing cosmetic surgery is not difficult than in the past. Yeah. Right now it's do very quick. He only take 40 minutes on the surgery room and finish her face very
Oh no,
quick.
I'm talking about eyebrows, lip,
Ah, no, he only do
the
like
facelift.
yeah, some like he do in order. Like
Right,
yeah,
right, right, right.
first he do the facelift, and after 2 or 3 months he will do remove the
The wrinkle.
skin.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and finally he
nah.
just the
No, that's right, that's right. I thought like, oh fuck, you do everything in one day, impossible. But now, like you retold me again, it's a
ah
facelift. That makes sense. If it's just
yeah
a
yeah yes.
facelift, that makes sense. Yep. Normally,
Mm,
I believe if you do a good eyebrow, it's gonna take a couple of hours to finish it. If you do in a good way. Yeah.
yeah. And come back to what you just said that doing exercise. I think people choose cosmetic like surgery because something doing exercise can't bring to us, like uh, make your nose high or something like spot in your face and
Yep.
it can yeah something like that. So they choose to do with the cosmetic.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, I'm not go against it. I'm just saying the last resource.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not against it. It's the last resource. I actually saying that there's something that you cannot do anything with just exercise and eat healthy alone. By say you have a kind of a wound in your lip and have like I don't know, it's have a scar, yeah, a scar in your lip like
Ah,
that. It make you lose a lot of confidence. Yeah, I'm not against though decision though. I'm not against though.
yeah, yes. I understand that.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan of it anyway. Uh, yeah. So what your how's your exam preparation going on?
I don't know to just say it's terrible or terrific because I just finished one subject and wow, like very like it's fine. I think I will got A for that subject, but uh
Don't be cocky.
no, not that confident, but
Don't
I
be cocky.
believe in myself.
That's good. That's good, but don't be cocky.
No. Yeah, and but uh oh my God, it's raining so hard. Oh, I think I just closed the window. Uh,
Oh.
okay, because it's raining so hard, so I need to take
Yep.
my yes, just a minute. Yes, I come back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, right now the weather in Vietnam is very cold. Mm,
Mm.
it's yeah, it's
Cold?
20
Yeah, 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 yeah. Should be.
cold. Yeah, yeah, it's 20 de Celsius. 20 degree. It's not that cold in Australia, but in Vietnam,
Yep.
for me, it's yeah, really cold. Uh, oh, uh, ah, yes, and 2 days later, I have a civic law and a history subject, and I haven't remember all the contents for that. I don't allow to bring this one, so I have to remember all of this. And I decided to give up and
What?
and do it everything I have in my brain. It have a lot, and I can't remember it for in 2 days.
What do you have in your brain? Do you want to tell me?
Huh?
What do
Yes.
you have in your brain? Do you want to tell me? Explain it to me.
um, this about the subject. We learn about the contract. Yeah, we learn about a lot of contract. We learn the condition uh, of the contract. I don't know. I think I can do it. Just pass the subject.
So
Yes.
what is a contract? What is the condition of the contract?
In the clause 117, yes,
Okay, in the
the
clause
only clause,
117. Yep.
yeah, the only
What's it
one I
about?
remember.
Yeah, so what
It's
that
just,
clause about? What that clause about? You want to tell me?
uh, it's the condition of the contract. It has four conditions. The
Yep.
first one is about the persons. Like you have to, you like the person. You have to have enough, like your ability to make the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. The second one is about the volunteer. Like two people make a contract, they have to like ready to do that, not be threat or like be lying something. The third one is about the
Had to be
content of the
fair.
contract. Ah, yes, yes, fair. Uh, the third one is about the content of the contract.
Yep.
It's not vi phạm with the law. Yeah, and
Against the law.
yes, again the laws. And the last one is the about the um, uh, formality, the form. Like you have to make the contract by saying word, or you make the contract by signed. Yeah, and but it have to obey the law. Yeah. Mm.
Right. The formation of the contract. It either can be verbal or written.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember, and I can get 1 point for that clause in the exam.
Right. What else?
Nothing. I don't know.
Nah, it's
Like it's
fine.
difficult. Like it's difficult. Like they will give you
A case.
yeah, a case, and I don't know if I show you, but it's hard.
Oh, okay, tell me.
But
How hard is this?
ah
How hard could it be?
like maybe it's not that hard, but because I have no knowledge, so it's hard.
No, try to explain it to me though. When you try to explain it to me, it gonna get to you. You will understand it
Mm.
by explaining it to me.
Like just a moment. I just find the
Cheating?
no, I just find the file, but I don't know. Well, I left it. But like two people. Uh, oh, can I share the screen?
Yeah, sure. But I allow
Yeah.
you to read it to me rather than read it.
No, it's in video. Ah,
I can read it, you can share, but I'd rather you read it to me.
nah, but in Vietnamese. But I don't want to speak Vietnamese in class. Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can read it. I can see it.
Ah, yeah. this is an easy one because it's only have two small questions in there. But I remember that I have last night I just do uh, this one. Let me.
Wait, hang on.
It's,
Reading here.
okay.
Now, I'm gonna give you another condition for you to think about it. It's not that easy.
Oh, it's in Australia law.
No, it should be in
Yeah,
Vietnamese
this is
law
the,
as well.
yeah, this is an
Okay,
easy one.
so I'll change one condition, right? I'll just change one condition in here. Okay, so the condition is the A sign a contract to sell the property to B with the agreed price is $2.5 billion. At the time when I signed the contract with B, there was a deposit of money about 500 mil between A and B. And then after finalize everything, will B, hang on, I will send all the money to B. However, at the time, ignore the clause after at the time because of the price of the house went up. Okay, I'll just change condition after that. However, at the time, B didn't know that his house is actually valued at $10 billion. Now, and I know about the property price of B at $10 billion, but he offered $2.5 billion to B to buy the house. Okay, now A, the contract between A and B can be void because, well, no, I'm not going to tell you that because if I tell you that, you're going to know the answer already. So now the contract, so they're going to be two conditions. A, the contract between A and B is void and it's not enforceable. B, the contract between A and B is binding and they have to go through with that deal.
You only train the.
I change the condition after, go forward. After deposit about 500 million, I'll change the condition straight after that. So the condition now is the property of B actually valued at $10 billion, but the B didn't know about it. I know about it, but I offer $2.5 billion to buy off the property from B. Can you follow up? Do you want me to repeat it?
Let me read the script.
Don't look the script, it's not in there. I'll just
No,
use the
it's
first
in.
condition. I'll just use the first one, two. I'll just use the first two paragraph. The rest I made up. I made up the rest.
Yeah, you only
But it's
train.
kind of similar. I just change the
Let,
condition after that, right? The answer between A and B is still the same. The option between A and B is still the same, but I change the condition after that a bit. So the part where A and B have an agreement to buy the house with 2.5 billion, the same.
yeah.
I still give B $500 million for a deposit, still the same. I'll just change the
Oh
condition.
no. Oh, A just pay for B 2 billion. Just the
500,
same.
yeah, A pay million dollar to B at the deposit. You know what deposit is?
No, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll keep
Yeah,
that
is
the
it that?
same. Deposit, not
Oh,
deposit. You know deposit, not deposit. So let's say I want to buy a house from you. In this case, I want to buy a house from B with $2.5 billion. he sent $500 million at the deposit. So like it's
Hmm.
1/5 of the price of the house. Give B in advance first,
Yeah.
secure the contract. So that we normally call a deposit.
Ah.
Want me to
Yes.
type the word out for you?
Hmm. Yes. And your question is,
I just change the condition after that, right? The property of B is actually valued at 10 billion, not 2.5 billion. But B didn't know about it. I know about the value of the house of B, but he offered 2.5 billion for B instead of 10 billion, right? B didn't know about it, and he just offered B 2.5 billion dollar, 2.5
yes.
2.5 million
Right.
dollar to buy the house. Okay, so that the condition. So now between A and B, which option do you choose? A, the contract between A and B to still binding or no?
I think the first one still biting because
Explain why.
uh, uh, because B is a seller, A is just a buyer, and yeah, because the seller takes B sell for a just 2.5 billion. Yeah, and everything just done. Um, yeah, I think it's the contract still going, but I think the answer is not. Hmm.
Think about it. I'll get the source. I'll get the source and I'll send it to you. I read about a case. I read about this case in website somewhere, but it come from Chinese.
Oh. Ah. The section.
Ah, found it. I found a link. I'll send you a link. So actually, is the contract is not binding because it have a sign of fraud. So in this case, I actually know the value of B, but he want to buy is with the really cheap price compared to the market. So it's an
Hmm.
unfair agreement. So I just send you the source to get to that. So in this case, it's not a fair agreement, and when they find out, the court through. Okay, boy, contract not binding. So in this case, there was a kid in somewhere in China. He trying to sell his model house with half the price within the market to get the money to buy some of his toy and stuff like that. And the buyer actually know the actual value of this house. He offered just half the price, and the boy okay agreed to go ahead with it. Now because everything settled already, but mom and dad realize what the kid have just done. So they bring the case to the court, and the court read through that. Okay, you frauding, not actually frauding. It's just not a fair agreement between two parties because party A take advantage of party B and they announce that the contract is void. When normally one person say a contract is void, it means that it's unbinding. It's just not going to effect. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
So when you
Yes.
say a contract being void, it mean that unenforceable. And when people saying that a contract is valid, it follow the legislation, and then it's gonna be carried out. You say it's binding. It's a binding contract.
Yes. But in the case you give me, it's different. It's about the relationship. It's parents and with the
No,
child.
it's the same. It's over 18 years old. If you look at that, if you when you're over 18 years old, you can decide to do everything. But if you actually read about the content of it, it's different thing.
Oh,
Did you read it,
oh,
or you just read the header? Did you read the whole case?
no, I haven't.
Okay, that what I thought. So,
The case?
yep.
No, I just talk about the special relationship, the parent and child. Like, oh, no, no, no.
No, it's like normally
Let me
when
think.
you in China at that time where you have the I'm not sure in Vietnam we call a red book. When you have a
Right?
red book on the house, you can go on outside and you can sell it up using that red book. They have two now a person now. In Australia, it's a different. It's a different system, but in China, it's a different system. But the natural of the contract is still the same. See, I twisted a bit. It changed the outcome.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have another complicate? You're gonna show me a complicated one. Do you want to show me that?
Yes. But wait a minute. Let me understand this case.
All
Like,
right, go ahead.
mm, why that? Like, the reason why
Reason
we
why? Why?
don't
Why what?
uh, we don't allow to sell the property with a very low price
No. The thing
compared
is,
to.
the different thing is here is party A know about the real value of party B knew about the real value of the property that B know, but he hide that information from B and he tried to take an advantage of B.
Mm,
Yep.
uh, yeah, to be protect the party B.
No,
Oh.
he hide the real property from B to take advantage of B. So party A, party
Yes.
B, party A know about the real value of the property that B got, right? But A want to take advantage of B by hiding the price of B to buy the cheaper price and later on sell to get a higher price. Let's say I do not know about the value of B. That's a different story, right? But now I actually know the real value of B. That is different story. But let's say I know about the real value of the property that B own. Tell B about that. However, B still agree and go ahead and sell the property with 2.5 million dollar, no, 2.5 billion dollar. Well, in that case, the contract is binding. Does that make any sense? I just twist the word here a bit and there a bit,
Yes.
and it changed the whole it's changed the whole natural of the contract. So it's really important when you go to the court, you have to pay really attention of what you're trying to say. So when you go to court, you have to think really careful what you're about to say, because if you make a small mistake, other people are going to twist your word around and make the contract void.
Yes.
Yep.
And yes, do it have a law, like the case according to any clause in law? Like,
I'm not sure about what clause we're gonna use in Vietnam, but I should give you the whole case. But that in China, I I I know in Vietnam there might be some case that happen that's similar to this case, similar to Australia as well, but I don't remember the exact detail. The case I just sent to you, I read it a couple of years ago, but it imprinted to my mind, so I got pops up, give it to you.
hmm, yes. Like I just want to ask, like I don't understand all the things you said, but I just want to ask, like the reason why uh uh this contract is invalid because it's protect the right of the party B,
Yep.
because I just read, yeah, because I just read that it's a seller and a buyer, like mm, doing something like sell for the seller sell their house for the buyer for a very low uh, value for they want to have us, let me search, they want to hide the tax.
Hiding the tax,
Yeah.
that different matter. That is a different matter.
Oh,
That is a different matter.
yeah. Yes.
So what I'm trying to say, the kid didn't know the real value of the house. To bring the house to
Mm,
the, well, whoever wanted to sell, whoever wanted to buy the house in the case to send to you. Okay, I just you say, okay, I want to sell this house. That guy know the real value, but offered half the price only. Okay, this
oh,
kid 18 have no idea about property price. Okay, that a lot of money. I gotta take that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, I
So
understand.
let's say if the kid know about the real value of the house, nothing being trading, and then want to sell the house just to like refinance something, that different story.
Yes, but the contracts only uh, be invoked when the party B requests to the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Just
normally, if nobody, if let's say if mom and dad didn't find out about it, they still go through with the contract. But now they
mm,
realize in time, they try to cancel the contract. The buyer do not want to cancel, bring to the court. Now court step in. So normally,
uh,
well, the courts only decide what contract valid or invalid when people bring it to the court when they see in it. So they're not automatic. They're not automatically voided.
yes, yes. Another case. Um, yeah, the more
Yeah.
difficult. Let me
So
just
when you
check.
learn it in a way that you understand it, you remember a very long time. If you learn in a way that you just for the sake of remembering, you're not gonna remember for a very long time.
Yeah, that's right. But the way I remember and the way I explain it according to law is different. Yeah,
Mm.
because I have to explain the case depend on law.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's harder. Let me just share another
Yeah.
case here. The first one. Yeah, we have a lot of
1860. 2 months. So 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, that interest case. Okay. So now I'm going to solution.
yeah.
So what do you want to ask about? Can you scroll down for me to read section number 5?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want to ask me about and how you answer it?
Uh, I
Tell me
only
your answer
answer.
first. Tell me your answer,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you my
It is
answer.
not. Yeah, that is not like a correct answer. It's only my answer for
Nah,
this case.
good. Oh, good.
Yeah, because I don't have the correct answer. I don't have an answer for this. The
That's right.
fir- um the first one, uh uh B can't uh like we don't have the right to do this
Yep.
because I don't know. But when I read the law, it have the first one is the contract is finished. They yeah do many things in here, just like this. But this is only have the problem in here.
Yep.
Here, yes, and when when the English, the time to the time for aid to pay all their money is 2 months.
Hang on. Wait,
Start, yeah, 2 months.
wait. Before
Start
you, sorry. Before you continue, can you scroll up a bit? Up.
up.
Right. Can you read that? PS.
Ah, uh,
Okay. You read that? Have you
no,
read that?
it's no. Um, I just think that
Okay. Now, no, I should want you to read that. Okay, then continue to your answer.
yes, don't care about the time of the case because we have a lot of civic law and it's different time. We have civic law in like in each time it will use another law. So
Right. Got
no
what you mean.
matter the time is, we only use the law in 2015.
Right. Got what you mean. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
and the time the 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 time for A to pay for the money is 2 months. Start from 1906, and I don't know, but for my plantations, 2 months. So the final day for A to pay all the money is at the end of the month. Is the last day of that month is 31 August. Yeah, that is the first one. No, it's the first one. The second one is when A announced when B announced to A the time to pay all the money. They have to depends on A have ability to pay it. Oh, can I speak in Vietnamese?
Yeah,
I don't
go
know,
ahead.
but um, ờ, dạ thì là không nói về cái thì nếu mà thời hạn quy định trả tiền là 2 tháng, khi mà học về thời hạn thời hiệu thì thời hạn là 2 tháng. Nếu mà tính bằng tháng thì thời hạn trả nợ cuối cùng sẽ là ngày cuối cùng trong tháng, thì sẽ là ngày 31 tháng 8. Là một vấn đề thôi, chỉ là một vấn đề. Nhưng mà khi mà đọc về gọi là ờ, đọc về thời hạn trả nợ, còn là không phải trả nợ mà thời hạn có phải trả đủ tiền á, thì nó không có quy định nào nói về cái việc là nếu mà A trả chậm trả nợ thì phải hoàn lại, gọi là phải trả lại cái tài sản đã được giao dịch. Thành ra là khi mà A chậm trả hạn thì chỉ cần trả lãi cho cái phần số tiền chậm trả thôi. Thành ra là không cần, nên đó là B không có quyền đòi lại chiếc tàu mực, mà nếu mà ai chậm trả nợ thì chỉ cần trả thêm lãi cho cái phần nợ đó thôi. Yeah, that is the first answer for the answer for the first question.
Yeah, go ahead. You tell me all the answer. I don't want to give you my answer. I'll give you my answer when you finish yours.
Okay, the second one. Uh, Hợp đồng mua bán giữa A và B đã được giao kết chưa? Dạ thì là rồi. Đây, hợp đồng mua bán là hợp đồng viết bằng tay, đã có giấy tờ văn bản cũng như là quyền sở hữu đã được giao, thì được giao kết rồi. Phát sinh hiệu lực chưa thì đã phát sinh rồi, vì thường là thời gian giao kết hợp đồng sẽ đồng nghĩa với lại thời gian hiệu lực hợp đồng, ngoại trừ một số thỏa thuận khác hoặc là một số cái quy định khác của pháp luật. Giả sử như hợp đồng tặng cho thì khi mà người nhận đã nhận được tài sản rồi thì mới là phát sinh hiệu lực, nhưng mà trong đây chỉ là hợp đồng, gọi là hợp đồng thực tế, thì thời gian giao cái hợp đồng sẽ đồng nghĩa với thời gian phát sinh hiệu lực. Vâng, là câu 2. 3. Thời điểm chuyển quyền sở hữu đối với tài sản trong hợp đồng mua bán. I'm not sure. The questions 3, 4, 5. Like thường thì theo những gì mà em nhớ là em đã học thì thời điểm mà chuyển quyền sở hữu đối với tài sản, bên mua có quyền sở hữu đối với tài sản mua khi mà bên mua nhận được tài sản, hoặc là đã nhận được giấy tờ đăng ký, hoặc là đã đăng ký ví dụ như đối với lại đồng sản như là xe máy, ô tô, thì khi thời điểm mà chuyển được quyền sở hữu đối với tài sản là khi mà kiểu có giấy xác nhận á, kiểu có giấy tờ về có tên mình trong sở hữu đối với tài sản đó. Thì trong trường hợp này thì A đã nhận được con tàu, thì thời điểm mà chuyển quyền sở hữu tài sản đối với, cái là câu hỏi chung nhưng mà em sẽ trả lời dựa theo cái đề, thì A đã có quyền sở hữu đối với lại chiếc tàu câu mực. Và ý nghĩa của việc mà xác định thời điểm chuyển hữu đối với tài sản mua bán thì em nghĩ là bởi vì sẽ liên quan đến thời điểm chịu rủi ro nữa. Giả sử như mà mình không xác định được thời điểm mà chuyển hữu tài sản, thì khi mà giả sử như trong trường hợp đi B chưa giao cho A chiếc tàu câu mực thì B vẫn là người giữ vẫn là người sở hữu chiếc tàu này, thì khi mà chiếc tàu này có rủi ro, giả sử như hư hỏng hoặc là trong thời gian kiểu chờ A đưa tiền thì Yến bị một số cái chi đó, thì B phải là người chịu rủi ro. Nhưng mà đây thì A đã chuyển quyền sở hữu cho A rồi thì A sẽ có quyền sở hữu. Thì vậy khi mà trong quá trình sử dụng, nếu mà mặc dù chờ chưa trả hết tiền nhưng mà trong quá trình sử dụng nếu A mà có gây ra tổn thất gì đối với con tàu này thì A sẽ là người chịu rủi ro. Thành ra ý nghĩa là để xác định rủi ro, xác định khi mà gọi là gặp rủi ro trong quá trình sử dụng tài sản. Yeah. Còn về trách nhiệm chậm thanh toán tiền trong hợp đồng mua bán tài sản. Ờ, khi mà chắc là em thấy là giống như câu ở trên đó, là khi mà chậm thanh toán tiền thì phải trả thêm lãi suất đối với lại số tiền chậm trả. Còn trách nhiệm này khác với trách nhiệm vay hợp đồng. Theo quy định hiện hành thì em nghĩ là trong hợp đồng vay thì phải trả lãi nhiều hơn. Theo quy định của luật thì là ngoài việc trả khoản lãi gọi là được thỏa thuận từ trước thì còn phải trả nợ, nếu mà chậm trả nữa thì phải trả thêm lãi suất của số tiền chậm trả. Ngoài ra còn phải trả lãi trên nợ gốc, có nghĩa là cái số lãi không trả được. Nói chung là cái số lãi mà thỏa thuận ban đầu mà không trả được thì phải lãi thêm lãi suất của cái phần đó nữa. Thành ra là phải trả lãi nhiều hơn. Yes. Còn yeah, and I haven't answered the number 5. So I have finished my answer in here.
So I agree with you between your answer between number 2, 3, 4. But my point of view, you still a bit struggle between number 1 and number 5. Basically, if you read it at a different angle, answer for number 1 and number 5 basically similar.
Hmm. No, I think it's just a question. Um,
So it's basically a similar question if you look at a different angle. If you look in the way I'm looking at, it's similar. However, so I'll just give you my answer for according to my understanding. So because it's already B already bring the boat, whatever I'll just call it the boat, into operation. So
yeah.
as you already say, is because A transfer the boat to B, B bring it to operation. So now B already owner is already the owner of the boat, and then all of damage is gonna happen to the boat. B gonna have to carry, have to be in it. Cannot like, okay, because now he operated. Something wrong happened with the boat because of B, and then he transferred to A. Nah, contract voidable. Not gonna
Mm,
enforce it. Not good enough. So it's not gonna be enforceable. So at this
yeah.
point, the contract is already defined. But the thing is, due to late payment, everything related to late payment, you have two options. You try to nag B just to pay the money. Hang on. But yes, no, sorry. Sorry, B is a seller, A is buyer. I forgot about it. So now in this case, if let's say for something happened with late payment, the seller have to nag the buyer to pay the money on time
Yes.
plus interest. If let's say the buyer do not pay on time, the other option that we have is like you bring the course, you bring the case to the course for the course to enforce the contract. Doesn't matter how many deadline you give, you the seller cannot enforce the law according to his will. All of the financial recovery have you appeal to the courts, and the courts have to decide that. And the court's going to have the power to tax, let's say, seize the property of the buyer, sell that out, and take that money, return to A. Only the courts can do it. It's similar to in Australia. Only courts have the power to do it. And plus, let's say if the buyer make a late payment to the seller and the interest keep accumulate, there is a cap interest. So the maximum cap interest, I believe, is according to the interest rate of the bank at the moment. You
Mm.
cannot increase over. Or they have a special interest rate applied to it. I believe in Vietnam they're using interest rate from the bank, but in here, if you like payment, they have a different rate. But let's say if you owe money to the government, you have to pay interest about 20% annually.
Yes.
Yep, I'm not sure about Vietnam though.
Yeah, that's right. The same in Vietnam.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it 20% interest rate, but you cannot go up than that. But the courts have to decide that, or you go maximum with 20%. You have to decide it. If you decide to go past a certain amount of percentage a year, or multiply by how many, let's say if you go over 100% of interest, you fall into the category. Now the seller, if they try to enforce the interest rate over 100%, you have to look in Vietnamese. I do not remember correctly, but it's somewhere around 100% interest. The seller now fall into the category where they say, I don't know how to say this word in English, so I'll just say in Vietnamese, it's cho vay nặng lãi.
Ah, yes. Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are cap in there, so that you cannot apply as much interest as you want. You have to have a cap. So there are limit according to the law somewhere there. We don't have like cho vay nặng lãi in Australia, so I have no idea how to tell that to you.
Oh, really? Don't have that
Could
kind
be,
of.
but I'm not aware about the word. But reading and then practicing in normal work. I don't practice with I don't know mafia, so I don't know that law. So yep. So basically, if you look at it that way, after I'm saying this, I'm looking at that 1 in 5 basically the same. Solution is to recover the property, just like bring the case to the court for them to rule out. So they have the special. It's similar in Australia. They have a special unit to recover the financial stuff. We're good. Yeah, yeah.
I
In
understand what you are like,
is it make any sense?
and
Is it make any
you
sense?
also.
Do you want me to re-explain it?
No, I can understand about 7%, but I
Okay.
don't hear the answer for the question one. Like you said that uh we can.
No, in this case, B cannot claim back the property that he already transferred the owner to A. No, he can't.
uh I
The
can't.
Yeah,
Mm.
he can't do that. The only party can do that is the judge.
Ah.
But I think the judge gonna what he gonna do is because who know what is the condition of the boat right now is like either is a full 100% operational or what wrong with it. So what the judge normally do, he sees the boat, sell it up to see how much money left from it, and then if it enough to pay back for the seller, the judge gonna send all the money to the seller. Let's say there's some leftover money from the selling from the boat, they're gonna send the leftover to the buyer.
Yes, but I don't understand that.
Yep. Yes, you cannot enforce the law by yourself. If you have the court case, you have to like you appeal that. You have the judge order. Then okay, this that, but you cannot go in there to see the property. You have to bring that piece of paper to a different unit just to enforce it. Similar in here, I went through a few cases already, so I know.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Mm.
yeah, it's a civil course, not a corporate course. So I'm working for corporate, but all the case I'm carry over, I dealing with civil. It's like it's a small court things, not a big court,
Oh,
so it's kind of
a
similar.
local course. Yeah.
But like, let's say for example, I manage a few houses at the moment. Let's say the tenant they kind of fall behind on their rent. We call it rent arrear. Not because the tenant rent arrear that we have the right to kick them out of the house immediately. No, we have to follow through with paperwork, lock the phone with SACAT. SACAT is a kind of court in it's a small case. Lord with SACAS. SACAS gonna hold the hearing, okay, looking all the evidence, bank transaction, okay, how many weeks they ran arrear, etc., and then give the final day whether the tenant gonna pay back the money or not. If not, they have a payment plan. If they have nothing, okay, they give us a piece of paper to enforce or evict the room. So let's say I'm gonna take the room back, but I'm not going to be the person to go in the house, kick that person out. I have to contact another person that work for the court. They're going to go into the house with me, stand next to me, talk to that person. If that person not moving out the room, we have to contact police, escort that person out, and then I'll take back the control of the house. So that how it's normally work. I'm not sure how Vietnam work though. Vietnam may be more gangster. They just kick them out right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, when here is a bit more strict than that. If we mess up something, oh man, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble with the court. So landlord normally be suffer more than tenant. So what time is it now? Okay, any more question?
No. Yes, I think it's that is.
So
Yes, I
like
think I don't have a question, but I
so
need to ask my teacher. Yeah.
well okay, yeah, you need to ask your teacher about this one.
No, like when I go to a university, it's hard for me to contract with my teachers. And if I contract to them, like the email or maybe the message is sent, sometimes they just read and they don't reply.
Oh,
Uh, uh,
that's understandable. Sometimes with me like that, it's like I'm busy and then,
hmm.
oh fuck, I'll deal with it later, and then I'll
Yeah,
forget about it.
I just learned from my senior and myself and my friends, not from teacher. Teachers only they just like in the class they will have me something, but mm, yeah, I think I learned more uh, the knowledge from my friends and my senior more than teacher
Hmm. I just saw the second
because
case. What is second case about?
nah, no
Want to
more
talk
law in
about?
here.
Okay, what else you want to talk about? I'll give you another 15 minutes.
Oh yes, I also have a shift, part-time
What?
job and a shift.
Ah,
A
internship? Yep,
s- no,
internship.
the shift is I have a part-time job and a shift.
Ah, right.
Yeah. So I also have to finish the class first. Oh, and you also busy?
Right, so you have a part-time job after this. Is that what you're trying to say? Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's no more questions.
No more questions. Okay, I'll give you another 15 minutes. And what else you want to talk about? Because I'm late today, so I'll try to make it up.
Something? No, recently I just thinking about my final exam. Nothing special to sharing, to talking about. Mm, yes. Tam also introduced me another project about internship.
Yep.
Yeah, and he asked me to apply that, and I just thinking about it.
What is it about?
Let me share the screen.
Okay.
I think it's this one is easier than the global U grade that he shared me the last time. Uh, yeah, this one is also well, it's like yeah, a your internship.
Thank you for your interview for internship pilot.
Hmm.
Next. Oh, Vietnam
Like
and Uganda. Right, okay.
yeah, and I see the application requirement is easier. Yeah, I guess it's easier, but it I need to. I don't have idea with.
Man, I have application video. Fuck, I fucking hate those shit.
Yeah, but it's about 2 or 3 minutes, so I think it's okay. Yeah, and I just thinking about it because the deadline for this is 31st December, but I finished my final exam at 27th. Oh, I want to apply this, Mm, but I was thinking about it. Yeah, just like that. Ah, and uh, after like the next year, and finish the December, I will finish my course at the Better Vietnam. 6 months. Wow, it's very fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
time fly, I can tell.
time flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some event.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah, nothing to ask. Do you have something to ask me, or do you have something to share?
No, not a moment. My brain is actually fried. And normally I'm a hard person to share
Oh,
personal
yeah.
things. But if you ask me about experience, how I can help you with thing, understand thing, happy to share. But not my personal thing. Personal thing, sometimes I slip it a bit for you to slip it out a bit. Yeah. Not use it yet. Maybe in the future I maybe get comfortable to do that, but not at the moment. Yeah. A lot
Yeah.
going on, a lot of things going on in my life, but hopefully in a positive way. Yeah.
Oh, my first impressions with you is, uh, yes, also your heart, like to open to sharing something.
Mm.
No, yeah, something, and you are like not a talkative person. I thought you talk a lot because you have to talk because you are teachers and I'm a student and you talk a lot with me. Yeah, but I guess it's yeah. Usually you don't talk a lot. Like you are very serious persons with no
Yeah,
smile on the face.
no, actually I smile a lot in the office. So I smile a lot in the office.
Mm.
If I don't smile, my face look like a fucking serial killer. But yeah, people, a lot of a lot of people close to me saying that I'm a serious person. Yeah, I kind of get it. I'm kind of losing my what a word. I used to talkative. I used to talk a lot. I don't know. I used to talk a lot. But over the year, well, shit happened, and I'm kind of getting a habit of keep things to myself because I don't want people around me getting worried. I'm kind of get
Mm.
bearing it, and then yeah, I'm kind of have also a thing happen where I slip my mail and people are hearing that, flying, and then throwing my words around, twisting this, twisting that, and it hurt a few person that I know. So I'm kind of okay. It's getting harder and harder and harder for me to open it up. So, but with some of my close friends, even with some of my close friends. it's also hard for me to open up to them. Yeah, but yeah, it's sometime when things getting tough. Yeah, I call my sister in Canada, talk to even though I have my sister in here. I have another relative. She kind of niece, but I just keep calling her sister. I get used to it. Yeah, talk with her for a long time, then hang up, then ghost her for quite some time. Yeah, and she texts me a lot, but whenever I text her another phone, I always keep it short. Sure, then text it, text that. But when I give her a call, it's like fucking 2 hour talking. Yeah,
And then silent.
yeah.
Mm.
Then silent.
Yeah.
I should don't use to texting. I get more of the calling person. When I'm texting, like
Oh.
I used to text a lot, but now I don't text. The reason behind it, let's say if I text some person, I'm kind of anticipated to text it like immediately. I want to reply back immediately. Otherwise, I have to wait, and I can't work on something else. I always have something work in the background. So if I'm texting, I'm just waiting. I can't finish my work. I cannot continue with my work. I have to wait for that person to text, and then I'll solve it, and then get back to my work. It takes a lot of toll on my brain. So I just fuck it, make it short, and then if they text it back, good. Goes and the other while goes it. If you want to contact me, have a long conversation, call me. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
it might not be a good way of go about it, but yeah,
Yeah. Everything will be fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
I also with this. Yeah. I also have the same experience with you. Like I don't know. I know my age is mm, I'm not being mature, but in the past I really negative. I really a negative person, and I think that right now I only think that I want to share, but my sharing nobody wants to hearing that. Yeah, but sometimes this stuff people and people just I don't know, but it's have no meaning for another people. So just keep for yourself. Yeah.
Nah, I'm happy here. You have me here. I'm still listening to you what you're saying. The difference between you and
Yeah.
me is I don't want to share things because I'm afraid it's gonna hurt other people. That's two different things. So that a two different thing is not the same thing. So I'm afraid to open up because I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt somebody else because of my action. But what you want to tell me, that's why I'm actually listening to all you want to tell me with with Ngọc, with Linh. Yeah, I'll listen to all of it.
You have a lot of less session, but all of that is old student.
No, they
Oh,
all.
oh, why you? Oh, I see you
Hmm?
cancel the session on Tuesday.
Oh yes, my
Um,
car just broke down. We went out and checked a house with my sister, and my car broke down. It's a bolt of the pool pool. We call it pool valley bolt. I'm not sure you understand or not. It's just that my car broke down and the bolt of it fold out. Okay, I have to fix it on the spot. So that's why I have to cancel the lesson just to get it fixed. And then I can like, okay, I make peace with myself. I don't need to worry about the car anymore. Yeah, I already fixed it, so all good. I talk with uh yeah, on Tuesday I put up my session a bit late. I think only Lynn registered for it. I think other people kind of busy with their exam, so I don't think they pay attention to it. So I just canceled that one. Luckily, I text for Lynn. Okay, sorry, I'm really sorry. My car just suddenly broke down. I promise, make it up to her. I'll re-enroll my next session with her on 24. But I think that is the only one lesson because next week is 24. I'm gonna be public holiday, and I have to work in a bakery to help out my auntie. Similar on 25th, 26th, I have to work in the bakery, work in a restaurant. I'm off duty from my office work, site work from starting from tomorrow. I'm gonna have 2 week break, but during that 2 week break, I'll still working in some place else. So yeah,
You're
yeah,
busy the next 2 week,
yeah.
the
So
following
if
two
you
weeks.
if
Yeah.
you want to have you finish what your when you finish your exam? 24 was it?
Oh,
Oh,
27.
27, 27. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, so maybe we might not have any session next week, but the following week because I honestly I'm fucked.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay. It's
fuck.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I
Other
will
than
find
yeah,
more interest topic to talk with you.
but other than that, we can come back. Let me check my schedule. What day was it? Calendar. Pops up. Okay, different window. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see you back on the second of the first.
Second of the first, second of the. Oh, oh, Happy New Year.
Happy
Yes.
New Year's. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
not sure.
Oh,
I'm not sure whether. No, I don't think I will host any session on Tuesday of the 31st. I have to work in the
yeah.
bakery. I have to work in the bakery. I'm busy. Fuck.
Oh, really? It's the New Year Eve. You have to go to countdown. You have to go countdown for that day, but you're busy. Oh, Australia, New Year's Australia in the same with Vietnamese. I don't know. It's different. It's on.
No, the same. It's the same. So we use we call it in Vietnam we call it Tết Tây. We similar here. So
Yeah.
we count down the New Year here. So no, actually on 21st have a I have to work at a bakery. Yeah, I'll maybe go to countdown with my sister on that day. Maybe not. I don't know. Could
Mm.
be potentially. I don't know.
Yeah. Hope everything is fine. Hope you have
Yeah,
a good
we're
trip.
fine. Yeah. Nah,
Mm.
it's like we just go down to the city. It's just 30 minutes from here. So yeah, and starting from next year, I'm gonna be fucking busy. I'll maybe bump up our session. So normally I'll have session about between 6 or 9 on Tuesday. I'll maybe bump it up a bit earlier. I'll stay up in the office. I'm gonna host our my session in the office somewhere about maybe 5 to 7, and then I'll work with my sister. We carry out our work. The work that I talked to you, we give a proposal about. So we end up winning the contract. We take over that. We're gonna starting on the 6th of the first. So in the future, our session on Thursday could be moving up a bit earlier. Not gonna be this late. So my time is might be looking about 5 o'clock. So maybe what is your time now? What time did
It's
you?
5 o'clock, 5 p.m. right now.
Okay, you start the session with me around 4:30. So in the future, we might start at about 1:30. Would that time frame work for you?
Yes, it's okay. Oh, let me check the.
That was the effort
Oh,
without double
I
check.
have no sections. Yeah, I think I don't have no section for the next. Uh, like next semester. Mm, next semester.
Or we can talk about it
Yeah,
later.
yeah. Maybe talk about because yeah, it's okay. And you have to end of the meeting right here.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what? Sorry,
you are
what?
busy. Like we have to end of the meeting right here.
Oh, okay. No,
You are busy and have a job,
okay. Have
money.
fun.
before Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas. Hope you have
Okay.
yeah a nice Christmas and good night.
You
See
too.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep healthy and happy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, bye
Stay
bye bye
safe.
bye bye. Bye.
Bye.
Yes.